Hey guys, Stephen Cox here, and today I'm going live from my car. In fact, let me turn the air conditioner off. Today I'm going live from my car because I just got done playing a Cinco de Mayo show with a band, and so now I am in the parking lot. We played from 3 to 6, and I just figured it might be better for me to stay here rather than trying to head home before going live. So I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are, please say something in the chat. And there's really nothing planned for today. I might answer a few questions if people have them, but and there might be a couple of questions if I think about them that I will answer for people, because I know there were a couple of people that had some questions. But today I have my exotic mahogany U-bass. So this one has the round wound strings. And I chose this one because I'm playing unplugged right now. So it's the loudest one unplugged. All right, so I'm hoping this is working. I'm hoping that you guys can see it. It's showing that nobody is here. So I'm just waiting around to see if you guys will sign on. I have a feeling that because it's from the phone, it may just not be showing it to as many people. But I'll start off by playing a tune that if you've been on here before, you're familiar with, called Green Tea. Alright, I have to roll down a window or something that might make the noise loud, but it is burning up over here. So hello everybody, once again, this live stream is coming to you unplugged from a parking lot because I just played a Cinco de Mayo show, and basically it's the band I normally play weddings with, but we decided to play a Cinco de Mayo show in a parking lot. So if you're having any trouble hearing, please let me know on here so I can fix that. So far I haven't seen any chats come up, so I'm just not sure if it's working correctly. So if you are here and listening, please say hi and just let me know that the chat is working, and I hope y'all are doing well. I'm happy to answer questions about U-bass today. Just play tunes or anything that you want. Okay, Charles says it's working. Good. I'm glad to hear this working. I've done a couple like this a long time ago, and I think it was from the same phone. I think I still had this one. And I was calling it the Unplugged series, and I didn't mention that this is unplugged, but it kind of is. I'm trying to tilt this down even more. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, so that way you guys can see the U-bass too. It's kind of tough in a car. There's not a lot of room, you know. So it's either my face or the U-bass. I figure if you'd rather probably see what I'm doing. So I'll kind of keep it like this if I can. I guess I'm just gonna play a couple originals while people are coming on, and then we'll just chat about whatever. Oh, that's interesting. There's a CD there. So Seth said, did you play Cinco de Mayo with the band with your U-bass? The answer is no, because I brought one that doesn't have batteries in it. So this is one of the few that doesn't have batteries. So yeah, so I brought it with me thinking that maybe I could, and then realized that it didn't have batteries. But yeah, by the way, thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. So you might hear some cars in the background. I just have to have the windows open because it is hot out here. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is play another one called Going Camping. It's been a while since I played these, so they might be a little bit rough, but I'm going to do that real quick. So, Seth, yes, I did see your comment, and I'm glad that you are here. I think, yeah, so hopefully you can hear me. I saw your, did I play with the Cinco de Mayo with the U-bass, and not the U-bass, but, yep. I'm not sure what I don't think he can see us part is for, but I did see that comment. Okay, so maybe they're out of order or something. I'm not sure. Okay. Once again, thanks again, Charles. I'm not sure if you heard me say thank you earlier, but I did. But thank you so much for that. Is there any question that you have, or anything that you would like to hear? I may not be getting every comment, by the way. I'm just having a feeling. So if you guys can see them, I'll show you. Oh, okay, there it is. It just hasn't been updating. So Charles says, I've been watching a lot of your videos ever since you did that video with Rock Class 101. Very cool. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, it turns out I had to scroll down on the chat to get it to work. So that was the main thing, was it wasn't auto scrolling. So every now and then I'll have to scroll up to double check. But yes, it is working. Awesome. Think for a second. Yeah, it's kind of hard to play just off a whim. All right, so Charles, some beginner's advice. I have a beginner playlist that might help. I want to say I shared that with you, but I may have thought I did and not have included the link. Let me know, but beginner's advice, holding the instrument is kind of weird with the U-bass because it's so small. But what I try to do is kind of hold it up like this, kind of have my wrist like that, and not lean my arm too hard on it, but at the same time I am kind of using it to hold it up. So not super hard, but just kind of like lightly placing my wrist there. And then there's not always a good place to anchor your thumb like there would be on bass guitar, so you have to slightly alter the technique a little bit. So what I usually do is I let it kind of float when I'm playing the E string, and then I'll let it mute the string when I go to play the other ones. So Seth says, what Mexican songs did you play for Cinco de Mayo? And the answer is none. They wanted 90s music, so we played a whole bunch of 90s music. And then Charles says, the yellow Thunderguts always seem loose. They're a very low tension string, so they tend to flop around a little bit more. The metal strings have higher tension, so usually I like the flat wounds the best. These are the round wounds, kind of like just what you'd get on a standard electric bass. They have a nylon core, so it's a little bit different than that, but they feel like those. And then the flat wound strings feel smooth, but they're made of metal. So basically the reason that these are called round wounds is it's a round piece of wire wrapped around the core. And on the flat wounds, the outer wrap is a flat piece, so when it wraps, it doesn't create ridges. It just kind of creates a smooth surface rather than these giant ridges, if that makes sense. So it'd make more sense kind of if you could see it, but hopefully that kind of made sense. And I usually go for the flat wound strings, but acoustically they're a little bit quieter than the round wound. So whenever I'm playing Unplug, I play these. So I go with the Kala brand. They worked with Gali strings, if you're talking about the flat wound strings. Now I do want to say they have more tension, which means you have to push down harder with your left hand, but the right hand doesn't stick on the strings like it would with the polyurethane strings. So like the Thunderguts. So that's just kind of the main difference, is that your hands won't stick to the strings. So there's someone backing up next to me. I'm trying to make sure they don't hit my car. They didn't. Okay. But yeah, that's cool with the strings. But yeah, as far as Cinco de Mayo, we just ended up playing a bunch of 90s music, which is kind of funny. Oh, the chat disappeared. That's weird. There it is again. And Charles said he would like more tension. Yeah, so Gali strings worked with Kala, so they're official ones for the U-bass. And that's the brand that I go with for the flat wound strings. If you wanted the round wound strings, which, you know, have the ridges, they still have, to me, the round wounds have a lot of string noise still. And so do the rubber strings, the polyurethane strings, rather. But the flat wounds have the least amount of noise because they're smooth and they're not sticky. There's no noise because that type of pickup just picks up any sound that the strings make, but it's less sound. So to me, that was the happy medium, was getting the flat wound strings. If you're going from the flat wounds, from the polyurethane to the flat wounds, I don't think you'll need to do any adjustments. Sometimes they suggest you get a different nut so that the strings fit more directly in there rather than the grooves being too big. But honestly, I think when you're going from polyurethane to flat wounds, it should be good without you having to do too much. Personally, I don't think you need to do much at all with that. But some people like to. Let me see if I can tilt this slightly up since we're mostly talking. There we go. That's a little bit better. So hopefully that answers your question on those strings. So as far as while you have the polyurethane strings, though, if you want them to have a little bit more tension with this hand, you could play a little bit closer to the bridge, because that part of the string will have more tension than playing in the middle with the polyurethane strings. Hi, Robert. So you got Robert, Charles, Seth, and one other person. I don't think they've said anything yet. Thank y'all for tuning in. So right now I'm just answering questions, and occasionally I'll be like playing little tunes or playing little things. If you have any, just any things that you want to hear. I know it's Cinco de Mayo, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really know that many Mexican songs, Spanish or Mexican songs. So even songs in Spanish. So there's not a lot that I can do. Oh wow, we got a truck coming by. Like, Oya Como Va is kind of cool, but it's hard to do without a loop pedal. I wonder if I could do that and do the... Oh. I don't think I could do it at the same time, though. Maybe I could go like... I'm sure you can't hear it too well on there, but it's kind of fun. That's a cool little, picture on the side. I didn't know you could put pictures on the side. Thank you, Charles. Very kind of you. So I'm gonna try to do something with tapping where I do those parts together. If these giant construction trucks will stop passing by every time I try to play something. Like they're not Mack trucks, but they're the size of Mack trucks and kind of the same idea. Man, they're not making it easy for me. Okay. I can't go up the octave, so I'll do it down here. Yeah, so I'm trying to just do like root notes with the tapping on this hand, where I'm just pushing down hard enough where you can hear that, and then I was trying to do the melody over here and then pulling off to a note on my left hand. So I was going 7, 7, 9, 10 on the D string, then going 7 on the G string, and then going 9 on the D string, pulling off to the 5th fret, and then hammering on. So that's kind of what I was doing there. This hand is just going from 5th fret on the E string to the 5th fret on the A string. But then the other part, I don't have the rhythm quite right there. I wish I could do it up here, but I can't tap the C note because there's not a fret up there. So it doesn't come out when I try to tap it. Of course, the note right below it I could do. So trying to do something to get that Cinco de Mayo thing going. Maybe I could just do the... Maybe I could just do it without tapping. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'd have to keep working at that to make that happen. It was kind of fun. Robert said, is having a strap a help or a hindrance? To me, I like having the strap, especially at times like this, right? Like I'm sitting in the car. If I had a strap, I could kind of raise it up just slightly. But right now I'm having to hold it up with my leg to get it in the shot. But to me, the idea with the strap is you can stand up or sit down and have it at the same height. And it can kind of hold it steady to where your arms aren't having to hold it up, but the strap can do the work for you. So I like using a strap personally for those reasons. So that's a great question. However, I didn't bring the U-Bass that had a strap with it. So. Yeah, I can't think of any other songs that would work like that for U-Bass. So have you guys ever played songs with harmonics? Basically, harmonics are just where you touch the string in certain places over certain frets. It works over the 12th fret, the 9th fret, the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 4th, a little back of the 4th fret. So not ahead of it, but a little behind it. A little ahead of the 3rd fret. And then you can really, if you try really hard, you can get one near the 2nd fret, just in front of it. But basically, you touch the string very, very specifically and very lightly. And you don't push down like you're holding a note down. No, instead you let the string float still, but you're touching the string right at that spot. Then you pluck like normal. So those are called harmonics. And once you hit a harmonic, you can let it go and it'll keep ringing out. You don't have to leave your finger there. So that's kind of cool about those. So what I'm doing is I'm combining playing notes on some strings where I'm holding down here with harmonics on others. So that's what I was doing a minute ago when I was just kind of... So I was just kind of outlining a chord progression. And using harmonics to fill out the chords. So it works really well doing the 5th fret harmonics and the 7th fret harmonics in the key of G, if that makes sense. So Charles says, is musician a good way of learning? Honestly, I haven't used it much. If I'm not mistaken, they don't really give you the music notes, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of Rocksmith, so I don't really know about musician. I don't know if they're the same or different. So I don't really have an opinion on them because I haven't gone through and learned from them. I think you can find a lot of videos though where you're just playing, you know, where the person's playing bass lines and they have the tabs on the screen, kind of like what I do. But it can just be bass guitar. It doesn't have to be U-bass. It's the same thing, same frets, same strings. So as long as you know how to read tablature, then you can use that. And then if you have the notation, you can use that for the rhythm, or you can learn how to read the notes there, and then you have options on where to play the notes if you do it that way. So if musician goes through and does those things, then I think it would be good. But honestly, I haven't really utilized it enough to know. So I hope that helps a little bit, but I'm not completely sure on that because I've never gone through it. Are there any bass lines or any songs that you'd like to hear? I might just play some things that are kind of fun for me to play. See if you recognize them. So maybe the goal will be, if you want to, you can leave a comment if you recognize the part of the song or what song the part is from. Anyone know that one? I think that one's pretty straightforward if you've heard it before. I'm gonna give people a minute. It may just be that the chat is slow. I'm gonna play it one more time. Well, wait, I'm gonna see if I can play it a little bit faster. Ooh. Missed a note in there. All right, let's see. Yes, Robert, you got it. So that's Sir Duke. At least the first time it was, and I'm not sure about the second. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more that's kind of like that, you know, where it's a lick from a song that gets played, and hopefully I can play it cleaner than that, but we'll see. close though? Was it too soon? Anyone know that one? Maybe you've already, someone has already typed it. It's not coming up on my chat yet, so I apologize if you've already said so. But is anyone familiar with that one? So that's a little bit more jazzy of a song that if you've studied any jazz, you'd probably know. Okay, well, if anybody has said it has not come up, but that was a Chick Corea song called Spain. And it's a lot of fun to play, or try to play at least. Ooh, hands are sticking. Ah. That one? Play something Cinco de Mayo like. I was thinking Spain was sort of like that, except for if it's Mexico's Independence Day, then that's not really good for Spain, probably. But yeah, the only thing that I can think of with Cinco de Mayo is that most people drink during Cinco de Mayo. Tequila. Let's see. I don't think I can do that with the tapping version. I thought I could. No, I can't do that at the same time. Not without practicing it. But yeah, that's kind of a fun one to do too. So I'm trying to think of something else Cinco de Mayo. Whoops. Or the radio will just come on for no reason. Okay. I was trying to think of something else Cinco de Mayo like, but that's really the only one that I can think of off the top of my head for Okay, I think there's a delay. I think there's a delay with the chat because I'm just now getting all these things with Seth saying Spain, so I'm certain there's some sort of delay or something going on, whether it's on the end of me playing or the end of people responding. But yeah, Spain was fun, so I thought that was kind of a sort of works with Cinco de Mayo. Although if it's about their independence, then I don't know if that really helps. Yeah, I tried doing La Bamba a little bit. Uh, but yeah, so I can do a tiny bit of that, but that's about all I got on that one. I can't even think of another. I'm trying to play another one, but I can't really hear it in my head well enough to pick it out. Something hard, yeah. So we had Teen Town. What's a harder one? What is a harder one? I don't think I can do. I don't think I can still do the other one that I wanted to. So yeah, Seth, I think your chats are coming in a little bit later for some reason than other people's. Maybe you have a delay on the live stream, but either way, it's still fun having you name the song, having you guys name the songs. So that's kind of fun. Let's see what else. Yeah, so Tequila, La Bamba. I'm trying to think of other ones. I'm not sure. Is there any that you guys just want to hear? So feel free to name stuff that you want to hear as well. It doesn't just have to be stuff that I'm already playing. But yeah, let me know. I'm going to try to play one of mine. I tried it earlier, but maybe I'll be able to do it this time. Let's see what I do. Sounds a little bit like it's going out of tune. Not too bad. All right, guys. So if there's anything you'd like to hear, let me know in the chat. Y'all got the songs pretty well. So Charles got La Bamba and Tequila, and Seth got Spain and Sir Duke, and Robert did too. Robert got Sir Duke first, I believe. Although it's really hard to tell with the way the chats are coming in. It may have been that both you guys got at the same time. Okay. So let's see. Not sure what I'm gonna do, Desperado. Oh, that's gonna be hard to do a bass line to that. Something like that. I might be combining the ending of La Cucaracha with a totally different song, but I'm trying on that one. Something like that. I'm kind of making the end up because I don't quite remember how it goes off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm sure they'd be really happy with hearing about cockroaches in the Mexican restaurants. I'm not sure that might be a good one to do, or it might be one where everybody's looking around to see why I'm playing it. So I haven't done that one at a Mexican restaurant before. I've played Tequila and an instrumental version of La Bamba before, where I had the loop pedal, and then on the guitar, not on the U-bass. And I've done Oye Como Va, but Oye Como Va on the, let me think about it. I could do the A like this. Let's see. So yeah. Oye, oye como va, mi ritmo bueno para gozar. Mulata, oye como va. I can't find the melody though. That doesn't quite work. Oh well, I tried. Alright, so what was the other one? Desperado? I'm not sure that I can really do that one. Desperado. Desperado. That's all I got. I can't quite remember the chords. Alright, so now I got something funky. I haven't done any slap yet. like that. Sometimes the strings kind of pull a little bit. It's kind of hard to get every note in time because of that. Because even though they're higher tension, probably than both the other strings, although the flat wounds might be around the same tension or even a little higher than these. Yeah, you still have a kind of interesting thing about them. When you go to pop a string, sometimes the string will roll, which doesn't really happen on electric bass because these have nylon cores, whereas the electric bass has metal core, like a steel core. Yeah, so these are kind of fun to slap on. Definitely if you're trying to do slap bass, the round wound strings are the best for that. Then probably the flat wounds, and last I would say the polyurethane. Although Bakiti Kumalo can do some slap on the polyurethane strings and get a really good tone out of them. I think his secret was he had his first custom model that had the it was fretless and it was a solid body, and it had the Pahoe Hoe strings. So those were sounded really cool slapped over the neck. I don't think he was slapping back here. I think he was slapping over the neck when he did it. But yeah, so that was really cool. But if you look for a video of him playing U-bass, he will probably you'll probably find one where he's slapping on his signature model. Cool. Ah. Ah. It's hard to hold the bass at the right thing. So right now my hands are sticking to things, and it's making it really hard to play. I shouldn't really be trying to do classical thump on here anyway, but I've done it before. Probably about as far as I should go because I'll run out of frets after that, and the next parts are harder. Let's be honest. So the Macarena song, I don't know that I've actually played it. It's probably a lot of root note stuff. Probably just those two chords. So maybe that, I don't know. Something like that. So I tried. Maybe that works well enough. Cool. So yeah, it's fun little request night. So the only one that I think that y'all mentioned that I really didn't do much at all was Desperado. I tried to get it. I don't remember the ending of the phrases. I can't remember the words at all for whatever reason. It's not quite like Cinco de Mayo or anything, but Hotel California has got a fun bass line. The whole. Alright, got another truck over here. Well, do you guys have any other things you want to hear or any other questions that you'd like to ask? Because it may be a good time about time for me to wrap it up if there are going to be trucks coming in and out. So if you have any questions or any last minute requests of something that you'd like to hear, go ahead and let me know. Someone was honking at somebody else, but they were smiling while they did it, so I don't think they were actually mad at them, so that's good. But yeah, just let me know if there's something that you guys want to hear, and if you have any other questions about the E-bass. Be string related, fretted versus fretless, just any of that kind of stuff, you know. I can't remember. Wrong key. Something like that. I can't remember that part of that one. All right. So I'll give it a few more minutes because I know that if you write something in the chat, it doesn't show up immediately. I can't remember at all. Yeah, I can't remember Deantown at all, for whatever reason. Oh man, I'm so close on it, but I can't remember it at all. can't remember it. All right, guys. That's really about it. I haven't. I don't think anybody has anything to add, but I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate you spending your time on the first Thursday of each month, hanging out on the Seed-Based channel. I do this every single first Thursday of the month, unless I tell you guys otherwise. Honestly, I could have done it on a different day this week, you know, due to the show, but I chose to do it here anyway because I didn't give you guys a proper heads up. So every first Thursday of the month, unless I have a gig that conflicts or something. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you everybody for the wonderful questions, requests, and I really appreciate the super chats as well. Charles, you're awesome. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Cheers.